like a koi. So last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, swim in peace, 8:30, 19. How long have you and your girlfriend been together? Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. So real quick before we get into this video, I'm just gonna ask if you guys could do one quick thing for me. Just go down to the subscribe button and the notification bell, and if you're already subscribed, try to unsubscribe and subscribe again, and then the post notification bell, try turning it off and turning it back on again. Like half of you said that you weren't getting notifications or that it wasn't going in your subscription box. All of my videos, it's definitely showed the last 2 videos. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, it would really help me out. And also you guys want to get notified when I upload, you know? The first couple hours that I upload a video, I always try to respond to every single comment. Like 99% of the time, I respond to every single comment within the first like 2-3 hours. So that is definitely the time to go to my video if you want to get a response from me. Otherwise, I kind of just do it like randomly because I get so many comments thanks to you guys. But this video, I unfortunately did not unfortunately, but fortunately I didn't plan to make this video, but unfortunately I'm filming it. I expected that it could happen. I definitely didn't plan for it to happen. But let me go ahead and give you guys just a little bit of a backstory, and then we'll go ahead and get into, you know, what happened and how she died and everything. So if you guys remember, I think like a week ago at this point, I think it was a week ago, I went to PETCO and actually saved 5 baby betta fish. Now, the whole controversy as to whether I saved them or not, I explained this in my last video, the hermit crab maze, where it is saving. I am saving and rescuing these fish from a dangerous situation, aka living in cups at that young of an age, and also 99% of the time, anyone who buys these baby bettas especially is gonna put them in a bowl or a very small tank without a filter, heater, and feed them the wrong food. That is only the beginning of it, but I just wanted to say that to clear it up. I did save these betta fish, and to everyone who says buying them is just giving them more money to buy more, that's not how it works. They get a shipment in, someone else would have bought them anyway, and just because I buy 5 of them does not mean they're gonna order an extra 5 the following week. Like I said, a week ago I went and I saved these baby bettas. They were probably 3-4 weeks old, so now at this point they're about hopefully 4 to 5 weeks. They're all pretty much the exact same size. They're all smaller than a 1/2 inch. So yeah, rescued the 5 baby bettas, and the one that passed away, I actually said in the video, I don't know if it's alive or dead, and I also kind of showed, I think, I may have cut the clip out or I may still have it, but the one that passed away was the blue one, and she kind of just stayed at the bottom. Fins were all clamped. I think I did mention that in the video. I'll play the footage over while I'm talking, but yeah, I kind of noticed like throughout like the first couple days she did really well, swimming around, doing everything. Fins weren't clamped anymore, they were out, everything was good for like the last 5 days. But then yesterday and the day before, I noticed that she was kind of staying near the bottom a little bit more, breathing a little bit heavy, but it wasn't like she couldn't swim or that she wouldn't come up for air or anything, or that she'd swim at the top, because she did. It wasn't like, you know, she just laid at the bottom and that was it. So unfortunately, if you guys don't want to see a dead fish, don't watch this part of the video. But she is right there. And by the way, I don't know why, but the lighting makes the tank look so cloudy, but the water is actually crystal clear. That one right there is the other one that I was kind of questioning. As you can see, her fins are clamped, but she is pretty active. But yeah, she's the other one that I've kind of been questioning. These were the 2 that I kind of wondered like if they were gonna make it or not. Also right here, I believe this is going to be a koi. I'm really excited for that, if she is a koi, for her to be full grown. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell, but her markings are like a koi. I'll try and put like a picture up because I don't think it's gonna focus right now. Come on, they're literally so small that my camera won't focus. You can kind of see like the black along her side and stuff. So she kind of looks like a koi. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, this is the tank. Like I said, the light just makes it foggy for some reason, but the water's crystal clear. Also, my business cards, I don't think I showed in a video yet, but I just got them in. So if you guys see these at any fish store or anywhere, make sure to send me a picture on Instagram at Planet Fishness. Right here. Make sure to send me a picture that you found the business card, because I'm gonna leave them like pretty much everywhere. So last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I came back home and she unfortunately passed away. And it's only the morning, so I didn't leave her in here for too long. Obviously, once I take her out, we're gonna do a water change and all of that stuff. I really can't stress the importance of why bettas in the first place shouldn't be sold in these little cups, but also why they should not be sold in these cups at such a young age. These guys are like 4 or 5 weeks old now, or these girls. And first of all, you can't sex them this young. They're fragile at this stage, you know, like they're too young, they're fragile, and obviously most of them end up, like I said, in the improper home with the improper care. That's just a few reasons as to why Petco should really not be selling baby bettas this young, or baby bettas in general, but especially this young. Like I said, breeders sell them at like 4 to 5 months old, and these are now only 4 to 5 weeks old. So that's a really big difference. And when I bought my last 2 betta fish, one was a baby betta and one was a juvenile, and both of them were so much larger than these girls right here. I mean, they are very, very tiny. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove her from the tank now. I'm gonna put a paper towel at the bottom of this, and then we're gonna go ahead and put her in here, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and bury her outside. Alright, so let me go ahead and take her out, and I can show you guys how small she actually is, and then also we're gonna go ahead and bury her, do a water change, and then I have a little surprise for you guys after that. Alright, so here she is. Like I said, I unfortunately did not give her a name, but this is how small she was. Alright, so I just wrote swim in peace, 8/30/19, today's date. Okay, so I just realized this now, but unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to bury her. So I'll just keep her in this container for a few days and try to come up with something, or maybe another place I can bury her, because I just realized that like anywhere I bury her where I am, she'll just get dug up, because they are doing like a bunch of like landscaping stuff right now. So they'll just dig her right up. Alright, so I know the angle might be, ow. It's like literally 8:30 in the morning, you guys. I'm trying to post this at 11. So I gotta finish up the video, and you know, I just woke up. So bear with me, please. Or like turtle with me, or giraffe with me. You know what I'm saying. But I want to go ahead and actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep going in and out of the sun. I know it's gonna annoy you. It's gonna annoy me when I edit this. But anyway, I figured that I would go ahead and answer some questions for you guys. It's gonna annoy me how the sun is like half on my face and half not, but it's whatever, you know? So I'm gonna do something that I have not done yet in a video. I'm just gonna go ahead and like rapid fire answer some of your questions that you asked me guys on, that you guys asked me on Instagram. I asked you guys to ask me anything, and I got quite a few questions. But I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think there's like 10 questions. I'm just gonna answer them really quickly, and hopefully this answers your questions if you are curious about these questions too. How long have you and your girlfriend been together? Also, huge fan. Thank you. And we'll be together 5 years in November. Favorite betta tail type and color? I don't necessarily, okay, favorite tail type would have to be elephant ear, and because like it's just so beautiful. I don't know what tail type koi has. Other question, favorite animal other than fish would probably have to be a turtle. Always wanted a turtle. Yeah, that'd probably be my favorite. You plan on getting new shells for the hermit crabs? So here's the truth. It is very likely when you buy hermit crabs from a beach or with painted shells, whatever, that they are glued into their shell, and what that means is they either glued them into their shell to make sure they stay in there, or what happened is they kind of got stuck because the paint was wet when they got put in it. They got paint on their inside of their shell and on their body, and when it dried, it kind of just glued them in there. So unfortunately, I think mine may be glued in. My most active one that I still don't have a name for yet, I'm really slacking on that. He or she, whatever, they have tried getting out of their shell, and they found a shell like right away that they really, really liked. You know, they didn't bury it or anything. They kept checking it out. And I could see them like trying to like pick themselves up and get into the other shell, which is how they change their shell. But it could only go so far out of its shell. So I felt really, really bad. And that's still its favorite shell. It goes over to it like every day. And I looked up how you can get it, you know, unstuck, but I don't really want to go through all that. I don't want to put the crab through it. I know it will stress them out being in the same shell and not being able to change it, but I don't know that it'd be a good idea to try these like extreme ways to get them unstuck. So I don't really know how I feel about all that, but in terms of getting new shells, I'm sure I will get new shells, but I mean, they probably won't be able to change them anyway, so I don't know if that's just like mean to like tempt them to change their shell and then they can't. What's your favorite thing about your fans? My favorite thing about all of you guys right there in the screen watching is just how positive and supportive you guys are. Like, that's definitely my favorite thing about you guys. You guys are just so positive, and like I love seeing your comments and reading them and everything. Just every single thing about it. Someone said, how old are you? Well, currently I'm 18. My birthday is September 23rd. Yeah, hear me? Would you ever consider reptiles or just expanding the species you keep? Absolutely. Absolutely, I will be. So when I move into my own place, well, like when my girlfriend and I move into our own place, I will certainly that I move in, I will have geckos, turtles, frogs. Last question, at what age did you get your first fish and when did you really get into the hobby? I got a lot of these questions, but my first fish I probably got when I was like, I don't know, like 5. I got a BETTA and kept it at my grandparents, and you know, it was in a bowl. It was really upsetting. I talked about it before. But yeah, it was a BETTA. I also owned African dwarf frogs that I got from a fair. I've owned several BETTAs. I've owned like 4 different types of frogs. I've grown frogs from being tadpoles, but unfortunately, because I didn't know how to really take care of those animals, they did end up passing away within a short time frame, unfortunately. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the questions that I answered. If you guys want me to answer more questions in more videos, maybe I can answer like a question a video or something. Also, I definitely want to do comment shoutouts in my videos. I just, you know, I tried doing it before and then everyone was like, oh my god, you're copying Paul CUFFARO. No, I'm not trying to copy anyone. You guys just want shoutouts and I also want to give them. And that's no shade at Paul, by the way. I'm just saying that's what people said. So yeah, I definitely do want to do some sort of comment shoutout. I've been saying this for like 2 months now. I just can't, I haven't really sat down and actually came up with a good idea of how to do it. Maybe I'll like ask a question and you guys can answer it and then I'll pick an answer. Maybe something like that. I don't know. So the baby BETTA did pass away, unfortunately. I did buy another one, and that'll be its own video. Because it's its own rescue mission in itself. Because it's that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys comment down below, turn that post notification bell on, hit that subscribe button, and definitely let me know if you guys are getting post notifications or if my videos are in your subscription box. And make sure you guys check my channel regularly and my community tab as well, because that's usually when I tell you guys when I'm gonna upload. Thank you everyone for all of your support. I cannot thank you guys enough. As always, every video we just keep going up. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be in 2 days. I'm getting back on schedule. 2 days from now, I'm gonna start uploading every other day. I already have 2 other videos recorded, so we're set for the week. So stay tuned for the next video on Monday. No, on Tuesday. Stay for the next video. Stay tuned for the next video on Tuesday. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye.